Alright guys, in this video what I want to do is kind of educate you here a little bit on why symbol diversity is important. More specifically, why I think it's important that you need to keep an open mind. Alright, especially for those of you guys that actively day trade futures. Okay, what you see on the screen right now is the Russell E-mini futures, ticker symbol RTY. If you guys have seen the last several videos, you know that I am in love with the E-mini Russell. Okay, but half of you guys out there have no idea about the Russell E-mini, and that's because you guys are very closed-minded. All you care about is the S&P E-mini, which, as you know, the symbol for the S&P E-mini is ES. Okay. Now let me show you something here. Okay, let me make my point here. So this is the Russell, and this is the S&P. I'm also going to timestamp midnight. All right, so this is the session starting point. So here is midnight on the Russell, and here is midnight on the S&P. Okay, let's clean this up just a little bit. All right, so there we go. So we have two different symbols on the same exact day. All right. Now let's start with the Russell. All right, let's take a look at this. You can see here the volume turned green right over there, and as you guys know from hopefully watching several of these videos on the volume indicator, whenever the volume indicator turns green, that is your clue. That is your warning that higher prices are around the corner, and you need to position yourself accordingly. So if you had been short, when you get a green signal on the vol, then shame on you if you tried to short what is so obviously a rising market, right? But that's not even the point of this video. The point of this video is to contrast for you guys instruments that are worth your time to trade versus instruments that are just useless, right? It's not always the case with the S&P. There are some days where the volatility explodes, and I mean, it's great, but those days are few and far in between. Okay, so when I say to you guys that number one, you have to keep an open mind, and number two, you have to really pay attention to symbol diversity and keep your eye on multiple symbols, you know that this is not a joke, right? This is serious business. If you were trading the S&P today, then really, I mean, especially if you're still holding on to your long right here, because you can see the vol turned green right here, and it hasn't yet turned red. We'll see. But even if you took this long, market went nowhere, right? Absolutely nowhere. Now, if you contrast that with the Russell E-mini, my God, man, you caught just about 300 ticks, right? On the same day, okay? Same trading day, same trading session. The only difference maker was one group of traders, and I have a feeling that this is the majority of you guys out there. One group of you futures traders out there are just obsessed with the S&P E-mini, while professional traders, experienced traders, just generally people that know what they're doing, were trading the Russell E-mini. Does that make sense? So guys, the takeaway that I want you to glean from watching this video, remember this. Keep an open mind. Don't fall in love with the S&P E-mini just because every other guy on YouTube is showing you the E-mini and they're scalping the E-mini and they just are falling in love with the S&P, right? It's not a beautiful woman to fall in love with. Now, if you had a daily chart, okay, so this is the daily chart that I posted from, I think last week. I've updated it now. I think last week we were in August. Now we're in September, so I've updated. I mean, you can see, man, S&P 500, daily chart, volume indicator loaded on top of it. We're still green. You know, at some point in time, the volume will turn red, and it'll be time to start looking for shorts. So I'm a fan of the S&P 500 on a daily basis, but not that much so on an intraday basis. Does that make sense? Guys, you need to understand that if you want to make money trading, you gotta go where the action is. There's no action here, right? Whereas over here, my God, it was just like taking candy from a baby today. Makes sense? And don't forget, guys, there are hundreds of really interesting future symbols to focus on. So I still don't know why a majority of you guys out there are just focusing on the S&P E-mini when there are so many other far more attractive symbols to focus on. And when you slap on the vol indicator, like I said, guys, it was like taking candy from a baby today. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.